Now on CoastTV News.
Parole program ending, a major immigration change, what the future holds for 500,000 people who now have just 1 month to leave the U.S.
Housing over stores.
I think that's a great idea.
A push for apartments above businesses in Rehoboth Beach.
OC parking price hike.
We avoid the parking issue entirely.
Parking in Ocean City gets more expensive starting April 1st. What it will cost you.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
A plan to house workers to keep Rehoboth Beach running. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with how Rehoboth Beach is looking to add more workforce housing to the city.
Workforce housing has been discussed and developed in a lot of our coastal towns and cities, and it's a problem Rehoboth specifically is facing as well. A new mixed-use task force in the city wants to encourage businesses that are only one story to build apartments above them. Coast TV News reporter Brandon Ferguson is live in Rehoboth Beach. And Brandon, you're outside one of those mixed-use properties.
Maddie, EC Shades here on Rehoboth Avenue is one of several businesses who have a commercial space on the ground floor. Then up above it, there's apartments. And this is the exact property that the mixed-use task force is focusing on. Rehoboth Beach is searching for housing solutions, specifically workforce housing, and one answer city's mixed-use task force is encouraging is upping the number of first-floor businesses that have apartment space above them. So now I think that's a great idea. Jeff Hausman is the co-owner of EC Shades and has had people living above his business for years. Hausman says others should consider it too. I think it's really hard to get help downtown anymore, and part of it is because there's no place for anybody to live that's reasonable. The task force today also talked about parking, saying the square foot of your apartment could come into play when how many parking spots you could get, and there being at least 700 feet from your parking spot to the entrance of your apartment. Tom Browning has lived on the coast for years. He says without this housing, finding staff along the coast is going to be a challenge.
We need those workers. However, it's hard to find affordable housing. So it causes us a problem because our businesses need these people to work.
The task force is still in its early stages. While no decisions have been made, the future of their recommendations could change the landscape and maybe the skyline of Rehoboth Beach. The task force also discussed the building height limit here in Rehoboth. Right now, the city has it set at 42 feet. In Rehoboth Beach, Brandon Ferguson, Coast TV News.
And this brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know who benefits the most from this mixed-use zoning.
Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour. Take a look at your screen. 45% say business owners, 34% say renters, and 16% say local workers.
And business owners were the leader at 5 as well. These may change throughout the night, though. If you want to go vote, you can do that at coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. And we're going to show you updated results on Coast TV News at 11.
The Trump administration announced Tuesday they are ending a parole program which allowed immigrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela to live and work temporarily in the U.S. The program was created by the Biden administration, and now more than 500,000 immigrants will be affected. Ted Murphy, the managing attorney and owner at Murphy Law, shares what everyone affected by the termination of the program should do.
Look at your situation and make a plan. And the plan may include going back to your country. It may include pursuing an application for asylum, or if you've married a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident, have family members who've already applied for you in the United States. That process can go forward, but there are some legal consequences that happen when a parole program ends.
The Trump administration says immigrants affected by the decision to end the parole program have until April 24th to leave the U.S. If they don't, they'll face arrest and deportation.
New tonight, immigration enforcement is normally carried out by federal agencies, but local law enforcement has been increasingly joining that effort since President Trump took office. The Maryland General Assembly is trying to stop that. HB 1222 would prohibit state and local law enforcement from entering into immigration enforcement agreements and require any current agreements to be terminated by July 1. Sheriffs across the state are pushing back and continue to enter those agreements, even though the bill has now passed the House.
HB 1222 is just another move by these bleeding heart liberal Democrats in Annapolis to further restrict or inhibit our ability to have common sense cooperation and collaboration with our federal partners. Maryland lawmakers need to wake up.
The Democratic delegate who introduced the bill says these local agreements would deter immigrants from reporting actual crimes. That bill is now on the Senate floor for a committee hearing tomorrow.
It's been over 1 week since the Delaware Republican Party sent a letter asking about Representative Stell Parker Selby's absence after a medical event. And it's been just days since this photo you see came out from Parker Selby's swearing in. She's the woman in red in the middle, sitting in a wheelchair now. Today, CoastTV spoke with House Minority Leader Tim Dukes. He told us he was looking forward to seeing Representative Parker Selby in the office on Tuesday since she's been sworn in, but he was told by House leadership she won't be there.
I've had many conversations with the Speaker and Democrat leadership. We meet on a weekly basis asking just for an update. First of all, because concerned about her health. But secondly, though, you have 23,000 registered voters that are not being served. They don't have a voice in Dover or a vote in Dover with her absence.
Representative Tim Dukes says he believes the GOP's open letter that sparked concern over Parker Selby's presence did help move conversation on her whereabouts forward.
An osprey nest is back on the fire siren in Rehoboth Beach, again with a big orange cone. You can see it right there on your screen. That caused concern for bird lovers in the past, but we've covered it here on Coast TV. The president of the Rehoboth Beach Volunteer Fire Company says the cone was put there while the birds were gone in efforts to deter them from returning. According to the fire company, Denrec says the nest can be moved within a quarter mile, and that is what they'd like to do.
Flooding has been an ongoing challenge along the coast, including Fenwick Island, and now the town is talking about it this Friday, March 28th. Officials will host a workshop tackled on bayside flooding and improving stormwater management. And just down the road, we're taking a live look into Ocean City. They've had some flooding there too. Our first alert chief meteorologist Paul Williams joins us with a look at our forecast. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening. Well, we start off with Fenwick Island with our boatcast. By 8 o'clock this evening, we're looking at 47 degrees with 16-mile-per-hour winds. And we're going to basically dance in the mid to lower 30s going into tomorrow morning, Thursday morning at about 7:30, 34 degrees Fenwick Island, Ocean City 35, and then we bounce back into the 50s going to the afternoon. We have a small craft advisory that's active for us for Lewis, Rehoboth Beach, Dewey Beach, Bethany Beach, as well as South Bethany, Ocean View, and Long Neck. Now we're watching out for winds out of the west at about 10 to 15 knots or up to 20 to 25 miles per hour with the seas at 2 feet, swell at about 2 to 3 feet per every 7 seconds. Coming up, we're going to be talking about the ups and downs of the forecast over the next couple of days, Maddie.
Paul, DelDOT and Milford unveiled plans to the public to improve Route 113, Northeast and Northwest Front Street, and the Front Street Pathway. Coast TV News reporter Brendan Conroy live there in Milford. Brendan, DelDOT says this would help walkers and bikers and fix up some of the sidewalks of those surrounding areas.
Matt, I'm here on Route 113, and according to a diagram that a representative on this specific project showed me, there would be a pathway right in between here that would connect the Milford Square and the Milford High School. Not only will these projects fix up the sidewalks and give more room to those walkers and bikers, but it'll also give newer and safer options. That same representative told me the goal with these projects is to just bring the community together more through walking and biking.
Provides more incentive for people to use a bike, ride a scooter, and also improving the ADA accessibility, so people with a wheelchair or walking difficulties are able to use the pathway to get around. It's beneficial for people to be able to just walk real quick versus having to drive in a car for 2 minutes, while they can just be outside and enjoy the nice area.
When I spoke with someone from DelDOT, he told me a big part of these workshops is to get feedback so that they know when they might have to block off the roads or slow down traffic, that they can make it as convenient for people as possible. We'll have more at 11. Reporting live in Milford, Brendan Conroy, Coast TV News.
In traffic news, more work on the Route 90 bridge. Crews will be working on the bridge starting tomorrow at 9 a.m. That's March 27th. The Ocean City Police Department says workers are going to help keep things moving, but you should plan for delays.
If you're looking to play basketball in Lewis, you might need a new court to play at. The Canal Front Park basketball courts will be closed to the public until Wednesday, April 2nd, due to ongoing construction in the area. The city of Lewis says it's working to improve the park's safety.
Did you know you might be owed money from a big drug settlement? Attorney General of Delaware, Kathy Jennings, is urging Delawareans to see if they're eligible for a share of a $39.1 million payout from the drug company Apotex. The settlement is about overpricing and limiting competition for certain generic drugs sold between 2009 and 2019.
We have a lot more news to get to this evening.
Watching two goats, how this real-world lesson is giving students a head start in animal science careers.
Okay, I can't top that tease, but listen, hey, take a look at opening day for the Nationals, going to Philly, and we're looking at lots of sunshine and we're warming into the 60s. Your full forecast coming up.
First, how much more you have to pay to park in Ocean City. We're back with that in just 60 seconds.
$3,000 off MSRP? That's nothing at IG Burton Lewis Auto Mall. Pick your favorite new Chevrolet and pay $3,000 under invoice. That's not a deal, that's a steal. Together, let's drive a Silverado, Equinox, Encore, and more at $3,000 under invoice.
You simply won't find a better deal anywhere else. Nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Nobody beats an IG Burton deal.
When it comes to upgrading your home, choose America's largest exterior remodeler, Window World. High quality, energy efficient, and built to last, our windows deliver comfort, beauty, and savings. With over 3.5 million projects completed and tens of thousands of 5-star reviews, homeowners across the country trust Window World to get the job done right. Professional installation, unbeatable value. That's the Window World way. Call now for your free quote.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Charging you more to park your car. That's the decision Ocean City Council has made.
Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zapay shows us just how much more you're going to have to pay if you want to bring your ride to the beach.
Enjoy parking in Ocean City now, because starting April 1st, paid parking begins. And this year, it's more expensive than ever, which is one of the reasons why Anna von Lindenberg likes using other means to get from place to place.
We ride our bikes around town, and so we avoid the parking issue entirely.
So how much will parking be in town? During the less busy periods of the summer season, parking will be $2.50 on certain days. But when the peak summer season begins, those prices will then be $3.50 every day. And depending on where you park, those prices could be even higher. Ocean City Mayor Rick Meehan says they needed to make this change to cover costs.
All of those costs, our employee costs, everything we do to keep Ocean City clean and safe, it all revolves around us being able to pay our employees.
If you're looking to park in the inlet lot or ocean blocks near the beach, those prices will jump up by $1.
Most important thing to people is their time. And if they have parking available, even if the rates are a little more, that's a benefit to the public as well.
Even with the increase in price, von Lindenberg doesn't think it's a big enough hit to the wallet to drive people away.
And I imagine the lots will continue to be full, supply and demand.
As economics of coastal beach towns continue to change the price to park your car, it's access to the sun and the fun of the beach that visitors are really paying for. I'm Kevin Zapay, Ocean City, Coast TV News.
Here's a look at your golf forecast. Listen, we're looking for some sunshine, 35, a chilly start, but a sunny and manageable ending. You can still get a good golf game out with lots of sunshine and 56.
Accurate Termite and Pest Control. Our professional pest management program includes year-round protection, 4 seasonal visits or more, and pest-free peace of mind. Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, on target since 1995.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Awesome!
I like it. I love it.
Right now, buy a half-ton Tundra with low 1.99 APR financing. Or lease a rugged Tacoma TRD Sport for just $319 a month.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Toyota, let's go places.
The queen approacheth.
The termite queen can lay between 20 and 30,000 eggs a day and can live for 50 years. And those millions of termites can eat over $5 billion a year in damage. Take your home off the menu with termite protection by Brazier's Pest Control. The experts at Brazier's use over 40 years experience to administer the best protection in America, 6 times faster than Bates, with long-lasting protection. Call Brazier's now and defend your castle.
Hey, Slick, how's that video going to help us pay for college?
I don't know, but your basketball skills sure aren't going to either.
I bet you can't make the next one.
Bet I can, and I bet I can attend Warwick for free.
Ha! If you figure that out, I'll be in your next video.
All right, bet.
You can attend Warwick for free with the Maryland Community College Promise Scholarship. Fill out the FAFSA today. Visit warwick.edu for more details.
Get more for your tax refund with Alton Brothers' guaranteed lowest everyday price. No games, no gimmicks, just their guaranteed lowest prices every day on the brands and styles you love. Plus, take advantage of select items up to 50% off. That's up to half off Alton Brothers' lowest everyday price. Why wait for a sale when you can get Delmarva's guaranteed lowest everyday prices at Alton Brothers, furnishing Delmarva for over 75 years. Have you been to Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury lately?
Accurate termite and pest control. A new season is coming and so are the pests. They want in. Trust Accurate to keep them out year-round. Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, on target since 1995.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah,
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah,
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think
And
so.
they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app today.
An interesting thing to think about the forecast for the next few days is that the temperature is going to ping pong back and forth between summer-like conditions, spring, and even a winter-like bounce or two. I'll show you that in a moment. Our Irish Eyes camera in Lewis. Clear skyline, absolutely gorgeous weather, 52 degrees, and tolerable. Long sleeves, but still nice and spring-like. Dropping down to 43, clear tonight. Now, there's going to be a very rapid drop in temperatures for tonight. That winter bounce will kick in for Thursday morning. Right now, we're still mild, 50 degrees, not only in Seaford, Delmar, as well as Georgetown and the Indian River Inlet. The winds will play a factor and the lack of comfort we'll have, despite what the thermometer may be reading. You see, we have the winds right now gusting out of the northwest up to 22 miles per hour in Redden, 24 mile per hour gusts just recently recorded in Millsboro, just as an example. But here's the storyline. For Thursday, a very chilly, near freezing start. Temperatures pleasant. Then by Friday, going into the weekend, we're going to have temperatures approaching the 70-degree mark, possibly, get this, possibly getting up to 80 degrees. But we do have some breezy conditions from Lewis, Dewey Beach, Ocean View down towards Bayview Park. 25 mile per hour wind gusts there. And we're concerned about gusty or blustery conditions along the shore in Blackwater, Winona, as well as the Cambridge area. That's going to stay in effect until early morning Thursday. But we have a trough that's pushing through and high pressure that's dominating out of the Midwest and the Ohio Valley region. That's going to ease its way over towards us. It's going to play out in the form of chilly conditions for the overnight going into tomorrow morning. We will remain clear. Winds will become light and will drop down into the 30s just about everywhere. 36 along the coast, 34 to 32 inland. So that's that touch of winter. So we start off in the 30s, near freezing, but we will thaw out to 52 by 2 o'clock. 54 degrees, but 11 mile per hour winds by 4 o'clock. So that 54, feeling more like 44 to be quite honest. Now the winds will start whipping things down a little bit more. Dust and dander, we're at a high level there, low for mold, but trees and grass starting to climb up ever so steadily. But then again, it is indeed spring. So we take a look at temperatures starting off in the 30s, back to the 50s by the afternoon for Friday. we're going to go into the 60s with increasing cloud cover for Friday. Our chances of rain will escalate as we go into next week, but overall, we're still going to have the opportunity to warm up. Now, temperatures will surge into the 80s going into Saturday, going to Sunday. And then Monday, we have rain kicking off at 5 o'clock in the morning. That wave pulls through and a second wave hits Monday night. So we're going to have a 1-2 punch of rain for Monday, watching out for stormy weather. So all that being said, here's a look at your 7-day forecast. 80 degrees for Saturday. So that's ping-ponging back and forth, and watch out for thunderstorms on Monday.
Thank you, Paul. This is my favorite story of the day. Two goats have found their way into a Worcester County classroom, and not on accident. You meet Faith and Samantha. Both goats are pregnant and being studied by animal science students at Worcester Technical High School. Students can pick up important skills by making sure both mama goats are happy and healthy as they prepare to give birth. But this project also prepares students for the real world.
So it's a very intertwined learning experience that even though their interest may be in animal science, they still have to know the business, the healthcare, and then the plant science aspect that makes these animals healthy.
Now here's what's pretty cool. If you want to follow along with Faith and Samantha, look at this. The school has set up a live stream. I love it.
Love to see that.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
The first full week of spring sports means lots of lacrosse. Some of Delaware's top programs are in action tonight. Today on DSN Plus, we've got Woodbridge and Indian River boys lacrosse. And the Cesar Rodney boys also have a cross-state matchup at home against one of Maryland's top programs in Kent Island. Tune into the final score at 10:30 p.m. tonight to catch all of the highlights. And we are just 3 days away from heading into the ring. Stellar Fight 66 will air on the Delmarva Sports Network this Saturday night. Here's a quick look at what you can expect to see.
Stellar Fight 66. March 29th, 8 p.m. on DSN. 10 bouts of MMA and kickboxing action.
And it's strong left hand. This has got the intensity of a title fight, that's for sure.
Stellar Fights this Saturday at 8 p.m. only on DSN.
Make sure to download the DSN app and subscribe to DSN Plus for all the spring sports action. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night, everyone.
Get ready for 4 days of fun at SpringFest. Enjoy amazing food, live entertainment, over 200 unique artisan products, and an enhanced selection of food, beer, and wine. You won't want to miss this free event located at the Ocean City Inlet from April 24th to the 27th. SpringFest features 2 stages and more than 30 live performances and ticketed headliners like Strangelove, the Depeche Mode Experience, country music sensation Hunter Hayes, and the legendary Wailers featuring Junior Marvin, opened by Pacifier. Don't miss out. Get all the details at oceocean.com/SpringFest.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
In the game of finding your perfect ride, the Car Store brings you the March Matchup Sales Event. During the final 4 days of March, you'll find the right car at the right price right now. Backed by the Certified Advantage. Drive to the win. During the March Matchup Sales Event, thecarstoreonline.com.
Give your home that brand new house feel with a spring refresh from Spicer Brothers Construction. From top quality roofing, siding, windows, doors, and gutters, we can handle all your exterior renovations, installed by professional experts, built to last a lifetime.
And with our price match guarantee and done right guarantee, you can have total peace of mind. Right now, save 25% on your entire Refresh Your Home project. Plus, with our Home Shield Protection Package, know your home is covered year-round.
Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Currently employed, job seeking, or just feeling the need for a career change? Elevate your career by joining the Maryland Department of Public Safety and Correctional Services. We are hiring motivated individuals who want to change lives, including their own. Maryland Public Safety offers competitive salaries, career advancement, excellent health benefits, and a state government pension with supplemental retirement options. Find out the various career opportunities available. Make the move to Maryland Public Safety. Visit dpscscareers.com.
We could practice our skills anywhere, but here is where we've chosen to be. It's here that we find new ways to create hope, give second chances, save lives. One day your heart will need us, and on that day, we'll be ready without missing a beat. The Heart and Vascular Institute at Bay Health. Our commitment runs deep.
When there's work to be done or fun to be had, there's only one place to go to get the truck you need. The Truck Store. And top dollar for your trade and the Certified Advantage means you'll find the right truck right now. The Truck Store. MyTruckStoreOnline.com.
Brian, what's the difference between salt-treated decking and composite decking?
Treated lumber costs less but needs a lot of maintenance over the years. Composite decking looks like wood but won't crack, fade, or rot while adding value to your home.
And with Paul Davis, you can explore colors and designs right from your home. We'll bring the showroom to you.
And give you a same-day estimate.
Call now and get composite decking for the same price as treated lumber. Or no payments and no interest for 12 months, but only through March 31st. Call Paul Davis today.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, emergency plumbing service 24/7.
Clear skies at our Bay Health camera in Milford, dropping down to 42 degrees by 10 o'clock. We're going to drop to near freezing in a lot of locations, so bundle up for tonight. Doug Purcell of Ocean View, you're our umbrella winner, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling. The forecast is just a call away. Call 443-880-9100. Sponsored by the law offices of Brooks, Edmund, Dallas, and Federico. And here's a look at your 10-day forecast. Yeah, we're going to be chilly tomorrow morning, but guess what? We'll thaw out nicely by Friday in 67. And believe it or not, might feel actually hot like summertime on Saturday.
All right, Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.